Good morning. It is October 31st, 2022. Considering El Shaddai, one of God's many names, the many-breasted one, as a comforter, my agenda today is mainly for the purpose of addressing and touching on the topic of cancer, per my experience with it 9 years ago. The word says, your enemy, the thief, comes to steal, kill, and destroy. One of the simplest scriptures to learn and remember, hiding the word in your heart, that we might not miss the mark of God's destiny for our lives. John 10:10. Jesus wants you to have life abundantly. Coincidentally, October is the 10th month of the year. Now, about 9-10 years ago, it became necessary to have a routine wellness check until the need for that checkup. I hadn't been to the doctors for about 4 or 5 years. Wellness checkup deemed me fine. Eyes, blood work, etc., etc. Overall in great shape. However, several weeks later, I received a letter in the mail from the gynecology department saying I needed to come in because they saw black spots measuring this, that, and the other. And those spots were in my abdomen area, whatever. So, boom. I'm now in a season of major concern. Well, what will I do if I have cancer? My thinking became scary, pretty much. It was a scary point in time. I go into the appointment scheduled for me per the letter, and I asked to see the imagery, the x-rays, whatever may be in the system that matches the letter that they sent me. Can you show me the pictures, please? Can I see the x-rays? And the nurse says, excuse me, let me look. We've never had anybody ask us for that before. Give me a moment. They start checking it in the system. Moving the mouse around. Excuse me. Let me step out the room for a second. Let me see who I can find and what will help you see these x-rays and imagery. Come back in the room. Well, we believe that department is closed because nobody answering down there, and don't see anything in the system, and blah, blah, all these excuses of why they don't have anything to present to me that matches the letter so I can get a visual on this letter and whether I should be worried or not. And so they couldn't find anything to present to me as a visual besides the letter. So I said, okay, well, y'all can go ahead and cancel this MRI, CAT scan appointment. See you, bye. And I left. I'm not taking no MRI. I don't have no documentation. Just taking my clothes off for people for no reason at all. I'm not doing it. They called over to another department. that department didn't find anything else to present to me, any additional documentation. I'm now in trouble because I leave and cancel the MRI appointment. Then they call over to another department to try to say I'm in trouble because I did not abide by the hospital guidelines or whatever. So I go in for that appointment. Do you not know they talking to me like I'm silly and you don't know what you crazy lady. We done told you in danger via a letter and you cancel an appointment. Who does that? You must be off are you sure you know what you're doing with your life? And then they put another appointment in the system for me to come back for another one. I told you I'm not doing the MRI. I canceled the first one. Why y'all scheduling me for another one? I told you I'm not taking the first one or the next one that you scheduled me for. You can cancel that one too. Because they still never came up and say, well, we got the documentation now. Didn't even do any of that. So that was 10 years ago. Got through that. And so I say all that to say, never forget that you are still in charge of making decisions for your destiny, per your health. Years ago, I got an opportunity to view a documentary that was recommended to me by, I think it was Michael Basinova Radio or something, talking about What the Health. Everybody should watch What the Health. And so I watched What the Health, not when it was recommended in November or whatever year they were recommending it, because they were saying it was good to watch if you want to have a great new year. I didn't watch it till like March of the next year, and then I was kicking myself for never watching it back in November of whatever year that was. So I watched it in March, and the documentary is an hour and 20 minutes, and so I was like kicking myself the first 30 minutes of it. The first 30 minutes of the documentary woke me up, and I've been making better choices per my eating habits ever since then. We can't blame other people for the choices of our eating if, every day we're eating a lot of sugar, sodas, coffee, and I do coffee, and I like water too, but I need to drink more of the water. And water is good. I like water, but I still like sodas. I still like a variety of stuff in my diet that have a lot of sugar and salt. So I know, but at least from the What the Health documentary, I know I need to pull a lot of that meat out of my diet, replace it with some fruits and vegetables and things of that nature. I heard a story about Dr. Frederick Casey Price's wife years ago, and her testimony about how she changed her diet by eating fruits and vegetables and water, and fruits and vegetables and water, and fruits and vegetables and water, and fruits and just sticking to that diet, and her cancer went into remission. So Lord, I don't know what's going on there. That was 10 years ago. I'm still here in the earth. I don't believe that I had cancer then. I don't claim it now, and but I do know that I still better keep eating right and exercising and all that kind of stuff, because I can't blame other people for what I decide to do with my body. But we can't allow people in corrupt systems, because that documentary helped us to discover that there's a lot of financial markets tied to our eating habits and marketing and all that kind of stuff, and knowing what to do to improve our lifestyle so that we don't get cancer is very important. So we also know that how the enemy operates. If he is trying to say you have cancer, attach stuff to you, if he's trying to attach mess to you, he's trying to attach stuff to you, he's just trying to attach all this stuff, and you got to make the right choices for all this stuff that to get that goal of stealing from us and killing us and destroying us. We got to make sure we don't let that stuff stick to us. We take it off. We don't claim that stuff, because you're not going to destroy me in that method, you know. And so I got to take this. What is this? This says stuff. Take the stuff off, and don't let the enemy destroy your destiny, because you are in charge of your destiny. Thank you for your time today, and be kind to one another. I heard somebody say that on the news this morning in addressing the audience. But this is Halloween, and people sometimes in life, we want kindness and we desire kindness, but be reminded that some people use kindness to harm us. One news article said this morning that they're using drugs and drinks again, and they're trying to send out messages for ladies on campuses and stuff like that, that, you know, somebody offering them, can I buy you a drink? And they got bad intentions underneath of that kind of, so you all watch out for that kind of kindness as well. You know how they abduct kids and stuff, doing lures and things of that nature. So use discernment and wisdom, and know that all kindness is not meant to love on you. Some kindness is meant to lure you and entrap you in life. And let us all be wise and know the difference between the two, and just stay sharp in our thinking. Thank you for your time today.